If you can see the red subscribe button below the video, this one, please subscribe to Myfocuspage for a brilliant career in computer science. And people who can see it in grey color have already subscribed, and many thanks to these people. Dear students, today we will see session 1 of the job-oriented Unix-Linux series, that is 2 of the operating system mesh. When we log into the Unix or Linux operating system, where we are and what is all in all, we will know about that. So the first thing we will learn is how to read the manual page output comfortably. So starting with that, type man and then alias and hit enter. So this will open the manual page. So it is very important to know how to read the manual page comfortably. In the synopsis section, we can say there is alias and there is opening bracket and closing bracket, and inside that option dot dot dot, there is opening closing bracket, inside that there is file. So you should know that every command operates like command name, then some option and then some file. Most of the command work like this, and whatever is in the brackets is optional. Means ls command will work without option or file parameters given to that command. Means ls, type ls and hit enter, it will work. It will not give any error. Press Q to quit from this editor. Come out of this manual page editor. Q. Now let's try ls and enter. So the command worked. So that is whatever is in the brackets is optional. In the synopsis section, whatever is in bracket is optional. The command will work without those. So the full syntax of ls is ls, then options, then file. And options, in the description you will see how to use the option most of the time. So the manual page is organized like name of the command, ls, what it does, lists directory contents in short. Then there is synopsis, is how it works. Most of the time it will be command, some options, and file on which it will operate. Most of the commands will change the data in the file, and the options will vary how the command will change the data in the files. Okay. And in the description you will see how to use the options. What option does what for the command, and the command will operate on the data of the file, and each option will do something different on the file data. So the important options of ls command we will see is L, T, R and A. If you see small a, do not ignore entries starting with dot, list everything including the entries starting with dot and double dot. Capital A, list everything, hidden files also, but don't list dot and double dot, which are directories. And if we go to small l, so about going up and down in the manual page, there are buttons on the keyboard, easy up and easy DN. So if you press them, they will take one screen up and down. These are very helpful. Small l, if you see, it is saying this option what it does, use a long listing format, sort by modification time, newest first, reverse the order while sorting of the previous option, like tr ls -tr. We are looking two commands, t and r. -tr will list in a reverse order of t command, t option, that is time, reverse order of latest modification. Long listing with the reverse order of newest modification means last modified should be at the bottom. So this will be last modified, that is a recent file. This useful function tutorial and this F1 F2, these are newest latest modification. And since ls command, the last lines are more visible and the command runs, so this is useful. ls minus ltr option, long list in a reverse order of time, reverse order of modification time. Should also know about less and more commands. To type the manual page of less command, opposite of more, and to see the manual page of more command, it is a high pursuant filter for CRT zone. In the description, it is a filter for page to text. One is painful at a time. This is useful. More is a filter for paging to text. One is painful at a time. If you have lots of text data and if you want to see one screen full of data at a time, the ls ltr, and one screen full of data, you can use more, and it will show me one screen of data and then hold the screen. When you press enter key, it will show more data. Keep press enter key to showing more data. Or press enter key multiple times. Similarly, less is also a pager program. Here if you type inside less, you can use the page up and page down, and will not quit at the end by default. More program will end at the last line of the end of the text data. It will more program will quit automatically. But in the less program, you can use page up, page down to go to top and bottom of text data. But it will not quit automatically. It will show end. You need to press Q to quit. And in the for movement, you can use page up and page down buttons. The less program is a lightweight editor and is very useful for it takes less time in loading data than VI editor. Now in the next section, we will read about the long list options, what ls command was showing in the long list. So if you see there are columns of data. First column, then there is second column, then there is third column, then there is fourth column, then there is fifth column, sixth column, seventh column, eighth column, and there is ninth column. So first column shows the type, the first character, there is D, and for some file it is dash. So the type of file, that is this ninth, this last option. This videos is a directory. D means that is directory. Useful functions in front you can see dash means that is a usual file, regular file, normal file. Now after the first character, the next three characters show the permission for the owner. Owner is here, this one, that is a sum for this file. It has read execution, write execution, and execute permission on this folder, and in this on this file there is a read and write execution, not execute permission. Similarly, the next three characters are permission for the group. Here the group is also Shashank right now. And the next three characters, the last three characters, are permission for anyone else apart from the owner and the group. Has permission this one, read, and then dash means not set, means no write permission. The person can read, cannot write the file, but can execute the file. Execute. Next, there is how many links of the files are there. There are 2 links to this directory. This is owner, this is group name, this is size in bytes, 4096 byte of the directory size. Then there is a date and time columns. And then there is last there is name of the directory, file or link. So that is it. That is a long listing format, all the details. One more very useful option for this I find is if you use F option, capital F, it will also classify the files. We read the manual of alias. Go to F, capital F. It says that it will classify, it will append one of these star, backslash, this arrow at the rate or 5 things. So star means special or executable file, backslash means that is a directory, and this should be linked, I think arrow should be linked, and at the rate should be special files, and 5 should be a socket file. So if you want to classify files, if it is a directory, you can see from here executable files from star and then link by arrow. Will append these characters at the end of the file while listing. That can also be very useful here. You can see backslash at the end of this tutorial. That means it is a folder. Downloads. This is also a folder. Profile file. This means this is an executable file. Now in the next section we will see playing with the terminal, that is how to easily edit the terminal. So here you see if you press Ctrl L, it will clear the screen. Let's see. I press Ctrl and then L. So you see it clears the screen. And next you see Ctrl plus U deletes all the text left to the cursor on the terminal. Ctrl and then U. So everything left to the cursor is at M, right? Left to the cursor will be deleted. Now if you want to delete one word back to the one word to the left of the cursor, and you can see use Ctrl W. So Ctrl and then I will press W, then it will delete one word back to left from cursor, that is M should be deleted. Now if you want to cancel the current line and go to the next line, you can use Ctrl plus C. Press Ctrl and then C. So it should cancel the current line. Very easy. So you can now suppose I am using some editor, pause or suspend the current zone, then I can use Ctrl Z. Suppose I am using VI editor, VI file name, F1 file name, and now I don't know how to come out of this, then I press Ctrl and Z, then it will pause and stop this program. Now next what we will see, moving around directories. So and here you can see backslash is the root directory, the top parent directory. The root directory is for system administrator directory. It's normal users don't use this directory. This for system administration purpose. Then there is a backslash home directory. This is the default login directory for most of the Unix machines. Unix and Linux machines. Backslash home, backslash your login name should be your default login directory. And you click CD and enter, you will reach here. That is the default login directory. For each user who is logging to the Unix or Linux machine, there will be a directory /home/username of the logged in user. Then there is bin and sbin. These are directories for storing program executable program directories like ls command and command directory you can say, or executable files directory. And there is library directory /library. This contains the library for executable files, helping files for executable commands. And there is /etc directory. This is service file directory. System-wide changes are made, then start up, shutdown of the computer, and services related things are here. /db directory is where special files are in this directory. External devices like new hard disk, attached pen drive, etc. you can see here as a file. Then there is a special file db/null file which contains only 8-bit zeros, that is null. When you write to that file, all the data is ignored, and therefore this file is useful for ignoring the output of a command. Then there is a /proc file. This is a process map file, running process map directory, which is created by the operating system, and for all the process that it is running, the stack and everything, information about the process is stored in this directory, which is normally not used by users. Temp directory is where for temporary files created by processes like VID or temporary files. Then there are some important directories like cd and enter. If you press, you will go to your login directory automatically. If you press cd and then minus or hyphen, then you will go to previous directory. cd then dot, then you will remain in the current directory. Dot represents the current directory. cd dot, that is for parent directory, and you will go one directory up. Let's check these things about directories. pwd command will show you which directory you are currently present. Working directory is root directory. Now I type cd and press enter. Now if I type pwd command, you see it is /home/shashank. Told you for every user login, home, then login name, home /shashank is here, and if you press cd, it is taking you to cd and enter only. It will be taking you to the home directory, login directory. That is very useful also. If you press cd and slash, it will take you to the previous directory, not parent directory. It will take you to previous directory. cd and then minus and then enter. And now you can see it is already showing me that this is the parent directory. This is previous directory. Sorry. Then dot and dot are current and parent directory respectively. So if I type cd dot and then pwd, this is not taking to any other directory. I am here only. But if I try cd dot, since I am already at the top directory, there is no parent directory. But when I go to cd, I am home shashank. If I now type cd dot, we will go to /home, that is the parent directory, /home. Now if I type pwd, cd /home. So you can see there are some commands: mkdir to make directory, rmdir to remove directory, touch command and create a simple file, empty simple file, touch my directory, my dir, then ls icon ld if I try. So I will change to my dir, try to create some files, simple file by touch, say file is 1 f2, 2 files I want to create. Then I can see 2 files are created. And I can see long list, 2 files f1 and f2 have been created. Now to remove the files, so I want to remove file up to rm and then file remove then file, so it will remove the file name. Okay, so I'll try to come back to previous directory. Now I can see there is a myDir. I want to remove this directory. It is not able to remove empty. So it is saying rmdir removes empty directory. mydir. I remove this file also. Previous directory. Now if I try to remove myDir, since it is empty, it will be removed. Now myDir is deleted. Moving to the next section, we will see some very useful commands. For file editing, there is a vi command. Disk space checking, there is du and df, disk used and disk free. So you see is a programmer's text editor. Then there is manual of disk used. Estimate file space uses disk used. Disk free. You can see the code the disk free uses. You can go into deep and read the manual now. The way you read the ls manual, everything in brackets is optional. View incremental files and tell command is there with the -f option. File name with full file, especially with the log files that increase with time. The file is currently appending data. It is useful to see with this option tell -f. So last lines of the file we can see, and the file is increasing in appending data into the file continuously, and we will see the last 10 lines of the file, last 10 lines of appended data. Every time new data is added. Then for searching files, there is a find command. Find command is used to find files, directories, links, etc. Then there is, if you want to filter specific lines from text data, then you can use grep command. You can also filter specific lines with some text pattern. If you want to filter columns, then you can use the off command. If you want to filter specific character number, you can use cut -c option, cut -c and then character number. Cut -c2 will cut the second character from the text input. From the text input, we will cut the second column, second character from each line. Replace delete pattern from input, you can use a cd command or translate command here. Read the manual pages for these commands, they are very useful. If you want to see tabular output, you can use column command with -t option. Column -t. Let's see what happens. It is giving some tabs in between the output, so it is trying to make it tabular. The output is like a table, which is useful. Break lines at a specific character number. Fold command is very useful if you want formatted output to. And there is sort the text output alphabetically, numerically, etc. And you can use a sort command. Formatting the text output, then there is a printf command. The C printf command, similar syntax is for it. You want to see the initial 10 lines or last 10 lines of the text output. then you can use the head and tail command for archiving the files. You can use gzip command, gunzip command and zip. Gzip command is used to compress files. So gzip reduces the size of the named files. Okay, so gzip then give file names, then those files will be compressed and a new file name will be created with the syntax of .gz. And gunzip command is opposite, will extract the files. Gunzip, then you can give some options whether you want to see the details during extraction, and then these extension files .gz, .z or z, these extension files can be extracted by gunzip. Similarly, zcat is there, is saying that identical to gunzip -c. Or if I create some files, say F1, F2, F3, F4, F5. Now I want to compress this gunzip gzip to compress the files. So these files are there, F1, F2, F3 and F5. So gunzip, and then I will try F1, F2, F3, F4, F5. .gz files have been created. Now if I want to uncompress these files, then I will use gunzip and then file name. So now I can see errors. So I can see there. You can try the command with different options. So now compressing and uncompressing is done. Now we will see being smart, grouping commands, aliases, functions, auto completion, etc. So if you want to group commands, you can use open ls and say equal hi equal hello. Everything inside was grouped. ls is executed, it has been listed, then echo hi, then hi is executed, echo is executed, and the next third one is echo is again executed, which has printed hello. First ls is executed, then echo first, and then echo second. So this way you can group. All this is executed in a subcell, whatever is in this brackets. You can send all this output to some other command, say less pipe. This what is this pipe does is send the output of all these things, previous execution data will be sent as input to the next command. So less will see this output of these commands as a file is created, temporary file, /dv /fd n, where n is some number, /dv dev /fd, say fd0, something like that will be created, and the output will be stored in that, and that file will act as input to this command. In the manual page reading of ls command, we saw that every command is like command, then option, then file. So that file will be /dev /fd, some n number will be there, temporarily stored in that, and that will be sent as a output to the less command. So less editor will show that file or show these data. So you see page down or page up, I can try So I want to come out, I will press Q, quit out of the ls command. Or I could have used more command to see one screen of data at the time and press enter to see more data. So that is grouping command. Aliases. So if you want to see the aliases currently, you can see these are aliases made. Now if I want to create an alias, I can rename a command or group of command using alias. Then what second name you can give, like my ls, I will give to command ls minus ltr. Okay, so whenever now I execute my ls, it is executing actually ls ltr. If you want to see command completion, press space and then press tab. So you see something came, if I type say EC and then press tab, it should complete the function name to E. Similarly, find command if I am, so it is completing graph. And there should be more options. So it is saying whether you want to grab def or source. So this is auto completion. Creating function. So function name and open close brackets, then parenthesis, first command, colon second, semicolon, second command, semicolon, and then this, or first command send output to second command, then semicolon. This semicolon is important, the last one, so that it can end properly only the top few lines. Now this function will be created. Next time when I press ls, j is also typed. So say dj. So you can see ls ltr and head out this command. Similarly, you can create some other functions. Now if I use that command, you see it's executing the first command hello and then work. So that way you can create simple function. Next, if you want to avoid repetitions, make changes that will work on every time logging or execution, then you should know that there are .profile file and .bash rc. These files will be there in the login directory, .profile and .bash rc. That can be configured if you create functions aliases stored here in these files. Then once you log in, these files are executed automatically, and you should be able to run those commands directly. So saving aliases functions in a file. So or otherwise you can create a file cd ls hyphen. Since that is a dot file, it will not normally appear. I will use a option. So there is a dot profile file. So you can go inside that and dot profile file is there. And also you can select this. So it's bin bash. Also I use there is bin bash dash r dash sh. These cells are available. So I can create a file. Either I can edit that file. Will not edit that file because right now I have not told you how to create files using vi. So we will use a cat command, concatenates the data of some files. Cat to this file. Then press Ctrl D to stop writing. And D. So cat has written the output to my config file. Now we see there should be a file created with my config name, but I see there is no executable permission. I will use minimum chmod plus x on my configuration file. So it should return executable permission to me. Now I see ls -20r config. So I can see the owner and the group has executable permission. And to execute this file I can use config. So lsltr was written, that was executed, or I can use dot whatever shell it will use, like bash, it is using bash, that will execute my config file in the current directory. So again lsltr is executed. So now I can save changes in a file, and my config file will be the changes I can do, aliases and all functions, and all I can save in my config file, and every time I will use dot my config file, then all the changes will be executed. So that is it. That is our first session. Please do make sure you subscribe and let me know how you feel about this session into the comment section.